Hi, welcome to Take a Break, Take a Breath for Monday, October 26th. I'm Rick Boyer, the pastor of Prospect Presbyterian Church, and Take a Break, Take a Breath is an invitation for you to pause in the middle of your day, to take a moment to breathe and relax and center yourself in God who made you and loves you and calls you by name. Each time we come together, I lift up a different psalm, and we've been working our way in order through the psalms, and we're up to Psalm 93. Psalm 93 begins a series of psalms with one interruption that are called enthronement psalms, where God is made the sovereign, the ruler of the world, where God is being enthroned and celebrated as the one who rules. It comes as a result of all of those prayers and psalms that sing about other kings who come short, whose human failings shine through. In this particular psalm, the focus is on God as ruler over all creation, on God the Creator. And in ancient times, the way of creation was that there is a war between God and the forces of chaos. And creation comes as God suppresses that chaos and brings order out of that chaos. And so God rules, God brings order from chaos. And oh my gosh, there's enough chaos in our world today for us to lift up that imagery and to see it as helpful to us. So the verses that I chose to focus on are the first two that describe God as robed in the clothing of battle, ready to suppress chaos. The Lord is king. He is robed in majesty. The Lord is robed. He is girded with strength. He has established the world. It shall never be moved. Your throne is established from of old. You are from everlasting. So if you haven't already done so, I invite you to go to a quiet room in your house and to close the door and to settle into a chair and to get comfortable, to become aware of your surroundings, even as you close your eyes, to feel the temperature in the room, to feel the strength and support of the floor under your feet, and the support of the chair on your back and your arms and the back of your legs, and to take some deep breaths. And as you breathe in, to breathe in the breath of God. And as you breathe out all that separates you from God. To breathe in the breath of life. And to breathe out all that separates you from life. To breathe in God's peace. And to breathe out all of the fears and anxieties and worries. To breathe in God's order. To breathe out the chaos. And imagine that God's peace washes over you like the gentle waters of a shower. Imagine that peace coming to your head and your face and your mind, calming all of the things that are bouncing around in your head right now. Bringing stillness to all of that frantic activity. And imagine it washing down over your neck and your shoulders, relaxing the tensions in those muscles. Imagine it moving down your arms and into your hands and to the tips of your fingers, and opening your hands to receive God's peace and order and love. Imagine it, this peace, moving down your back, releasing the tensions in your back. Imagine it moving down over your chest and your stomach, calming your breathing, calming your heartbeat, calming the stirrings in your belly. And imagine it moving down your legs, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet, to the tips of your toes. You are washed in the peace and presence and love of God. And go to a place in your mind's eye on the top of a mountain where you can see across the mountain range, where you can see into the valleys below and the other mountains as they rise up and fall and rise up and fall off into the horizon. It is a place where you can feel the warmth of God's sun. It is a place where you can be thankful for the beauty and orderliness of God's creation. It's fall, and the leaves are out in beautiful colors. There is a crispness to the air, but it is still comfortable. There's a log there, and you take a seat on the log to rest and relax, to be thankful for all that you have in your life. As you're thinking about all of these things, someone else comes up the trail. It's Jesus. You know it immediately. You can feel it in your soul. He comes and smiles at you and says hello and sits on the log beside you. The two of you talk about the beauty of the creation and about the stresses of life. I'll be quiet for a couple minutes while you talk together. And then the time comes for the conversation to end. And the two of you say goodbye in whatever way is appropriate. And Jesus reminds you that you can always talk to him in this place whenever you want. And then you watch as he goes on down the trail. And then you let the image fade away. And you bring yourself back to the room where you are. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Let's take a break, take a breath for today. If you want to talk or pray with me or have feedback for me, send an email to rick@prospectchurch.org.